Someday when my heart is full, I will tell you everything. Sweet words spilling all about us. Hey, good morning. Wake up, it's Monday. Hey, Ray, it's Robert. Morning, Robert. Say Sean. Hi, Jay Wells. Hey, RM, good morning. Put your mic on there. Um, Morning, Ralph. Hey, Ben. Fireman, morning. All right, well, it's still August, but I think we're getting a big gap up here. Just wanted to take a look at RM's watches. I got Apple, I got GR, so got NVIDIA, so ODD, ONTX. I'm not gonna watch that. Baba, Baba up good. There isn't much to look at today, so I just want to make sure I see everything. Nothing unusual for a Monday in August, though, particularly late August. Good, I got TCDA. Oh, I had that too. And Xilinx gapping up. All right. Anything else? Please throw it out. Morning, TJ. There were two earnings. Well, I guess PanW can go on the list. It's an earnings. And SXI, not so much. All right. Everything gapping up. About $3 on the SPY. Not 250. Wait. Yeah. 250. Gonna leave a little void there. We are also, holding over the prior high. And Q's even more so. Q's broke higher on Friday and now also gapping up $3. I like the Q's to fade here, but might need to wait for it. This is the third day up now. Pretty big volume. Well, not that big. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, more volume on Friday than Thursday. So a lot of piling in here. I like a fade this morning. I'm gonna go through the stocks here. Apple's a prime candidate to fade, getting a $15 gap. And did get the big volume on Friday. So, this one meets exhaustion criteria here. Baba gapping up about $7. So proportionally about the same as Apple, but breakout just occurring this morning. Facebook's the one to watch higher. If we don't fade and continue up, I like the continuation on Facebook here. I doubt it works without, additional market strength, which I don't really expect to see this morning, except in little doses. But if we come out and stay bullish, Facebook likely higher. mRNA, well, it was up a minute ago. No, pretty even. And Nvidia getting a $9 gap. So that's another fade consideration to me. Rocket, nice calls on that last week. A lot of you I know mentioned it right in here on the 18th. It's just been cruising now to new highs. I doubt this is still available though. Yeah, I know have that. And it's probably still higher anyway, but it just hit the big targets on the longs. Or the short-term targets, I should say. I don't know about big, but if you bought the pullback near the IPO open, that was a nice target there. XLNX, well, probably a long. It looks like it wants to push back to 105, but overall pretty weak. Not sure what to do with that. I like this GRWG. This is gapping under the bottoming tail from Friday, and there's still plenty of room to fall on this. And it is available. That's a nice looking short this morning. ODT. Uh, Gapping to 24, which puts it below, but not that below this prior demand area. Although room's still to 18. I'll put that on the list. I'd like to see it make an intraday move first, though. And this TCDA, this looks pretty good. All-time lows. About $1.50 under the prior low, so following through on the sell setup. So rallies on this look like shorts, and unless it gets some big volume somewhere. So I like TCDA and GRWG short, as well as Apple, but Apple's a different play. Got to have some market weakness on Apple as well, although Apple can create the market weakness. These other two don't need that. All right, so a small list, but a couple of good possibilities. Roku working out? Oh, working on a head and shoulder, yeah. And that's a $2 gap, so needs a little more though to get going. This is a big market gap up. I mean, so if the stock's not gapping up here, I would, at least first thing, I'd worry about just how strong it is. That's why I like this TCDA and GRWG because they have no strength at all. Now, that doesn't mean they'll fall if the market falls, but it does mean they're likely not going to rally. All right, so plenty of time to go here. I put my mic off again, but I'm really looking at these four stocks here: the Apple, the GRWG, the TCDA. I thought there was one more. Oh, and possible Facebook long. And Nvidia would be the Apple alternate. All right, I'm here. I'm gonna put the mic off for just a few minutes. Sound should be on both the YouTube and in the room, but I'm gonna kill them for a couple of minutes and then be back right before the open. Thanks. Back on mic. Just gonna watch for a minute or two or three. It is Monday morning, but Apple about to hit 515. That's an $18 gap now. It hit 516 not too long ago. Okay, open. Gray charts on 1 minute. And if you just want to do it on faith, here's the entry. Okay, this GRWG wants to rally a little first. And I like this TDCA. I'd like a little better entry though. This one's about 50 cents, 10 by 1050. This could try and rally a little bit. Uh, just broke down hard. Looks like the whole world shorted that under 10. Hey, Apple, if it can do a sell setup, or it could just be in. Stop high a day plus a little. Nvidia, less room to drop, but getting the green bar. And look at that, Facebook is higher. SPY falling through the low. Q's not. This DCDA spreads out a little, but I still like it on a sell setup. And this ODT is not too bad either. About $1.50 on a stop though. Oh, it's really spready. Never mind. Never mind. There's Nvidia lower. Apple moving down pretty well. And I'd like to see the Qs under 285. Could do this GWRG. It's not the best gap, but it's got a decent entry. 1470 by 15 and a quarter. I, I just got in a little bit of this GRWG short. Stop high a day and still looking for another entry. Just took a little. Apple trying to pivot. CDA pushing back over the 1 minute VWAP. ADT felt good. And this GRWG got the new low, so next sell setup be okay. Okay, Nvidia gonna try and go high a day. And Facebook pulling the whole world up. Here's the buy setup on Apple. I mean, if you think it's still going higher, I don't. But that's it if you do. Looking for about $12 on GRWG and still would like to get more. Facebook pushing for that prior high. TCDA right back to the high of day. Here's Apple threatening to fail on the buy setup. Could be entering this here. I wish the Qs were weaker is the problem. We just got the new high. So I gotta lay off the Apple. Baba going higher. Things are pretty bullish still. I mean, SPY's faded a little, but we're not seeing weakness. I'm not anyway. UAL. Yeah, new high. Weird. My ticker is all red, but I guess that's the Russell. And TCDA now over the high and in the void. GRWG holding fine. Yeah, just clicking on NVIDIA, it does. Problem for me is this, Q's breaking new highs on a day when I had the bias for fading. So Facebook and Apple both worked off the open if you just took them, but no confirming entries. There's NVIDIA at the low a day. Look through the whole list. All right, we're gonna find out about Apple if it's higher or not. You go, good short off the top if you're aggressive. I didn't get myself set up on GLWT. Here's the breakdown entry if you want. I'm gonna pass on that one. I have the little from up in here, but was looking for that sell setup on the VWAP. Didn't really happen. But still like it to 12. 12 is the target. Okay. Now for the first time we're actually getting a red 1 minute bar on the Qs. Like I say, all these market shorts to me are very aggressive. But Nvidia got the new low. Facebook not quite to the prior high, but close. Sean's like Q's under 85.69. Yeah, be the confirmation of the red bar. I mean, Facebook got a little overdone there. I think this actually has a possibility coming now, but it's right above the VWAP. These are just so aggressive. I don't want to do them. There's your Q's entry, I think. Yeah, you just triggered it by a penny or two. I'm gonna wait for a market short anyway. It doesn't mean you have to. The Apple had the entry up there under 512.80. Same as the Q's right here under the 69. And DCTA is still interesting as a short. I gotta wait though. It rallied too far to just pick it off here for me. Apple working out if you did it. I'm sure some did. Nvidia climbing back to the VWAP. Baba gonna bounce off the VWAP. That's a buy on Baba if you like it long. And Apple through the low a day. So things really a bit mixed here. CLX. Yeah, CLX is pretty good weakling. Thanks, Sean. And in the daily sell already. I'm gonna go to 2 minute chart. And I'm gonna add a little bit to this GRWG here. Can't get in though. Okay. So I got a little more GRWG, and I'm going to move the stop to just above the VWAP, like about 1460. I don't want it giving back that green bar, I mean this red bar. Of course, it's not closed yet, but it's established a trend now. I'd like it to keep it. This is why it's better to wait for the bar to close. I thought we were going to break a new low, but it didn't happen. All right, well, I'm giving it in the 60s for a stop. And under 1410 would be the entry. SPY starting to weaken. Apple worked pretty good. And Q's working out too. Oh, had another entry too under 85.41. Only like 20 cents ago. I like the Q's lower now. RKT. Do you have it, TJ? I didn't have it available. It's only been trading a few weeks. Oh, you got it? Yeah. Looks okay. It's a little taily. Like that's a buck 20 on that tail, but it does look lower. And Nvidia good. So Fade's working. Well, a select few of them anyway. Yeah, Apple. The aggressive entry pays here on Apple if you take it right off the slight lower high. I don't do that play, but if you do, you're looking good. And SPY just broke low a day. Oh, it's hard to borrow. Yeah, okay. Most brokers don't get that stuff for 30 days or so. Well, I don't know about that, but somebody who knew something once said that. All right, there's your fade. Still like this GRWG. You could do an entry there, 1410 by 1450. I'm still gonna give it a dime over 1450, but that's a reasonable looking play. And if it weren't for the big spread, this ODT would look good too. I mean, it's 14 cents right now, but this thing has really been expanding. Yeah, Q really took a drop. All right, well, aggressive play pays today. And UAL ripping now. Says American. Yeah, they're all going. And BA2. All right, well, my short play's not working so good, even though the market's falling. CLX back to the lows. TCDA never set up short. And TRWG, gonna give it a few cents, but if it pushes too hard, just gonna have to leave this thing. Yeah, it's not, doesn't look like it's gonna fall. And Nvidia right to some demand. This is, well, we're not in any market demand yet. So there's still room to fall. But Nvidia looks like it first to hit a bottom. Facebook on a 20 MA. So, like before, very aggressive longs here. Before it was very aggressive shorts at the top. I just don't like to play the very aggressive game, particularly on Monday morning. So kind of missing out. All right, I'm out of the TRWG. Yeah, nice play on the Q, Sean. Farman's taking Apple long. Yeah, that's could be the play. EL's still going higher from Friday. Hope you guys held that. I mean, it didn't get to 210, but it got to 208. That was a nice Friday play. And just 10 o'clock. Oh, mRNA. Fake tire and then kaboom. HD is a decent looking long. Well, if you go to the 15-minute, hourly and doesn't look so good. All right, I'm just gonna sit here. I took my obscure chance and thought it was gonna work. Like I say, market hadn't hit bottom, which is why I wasn't so up to jump on a long there. Airlines, though, they're the ticket. Could get back in this GRWG if, poked out like me. I don't love the entry, but there is an entry here. Probably look better on the 5. Yeah, it looks better on the 5. CLX low a day. Yep. Yeah, CLX was good right when you mentioned it. That's, yeah, well, it dropped $120 in a one swoop. $150 in one swoop. That thing moves. I'm going to re-enter this G-Wing or whatever it is. NKL also falling today. Okay, I still like this GRWG lower. I got back in just a little bit more. Still like it to 12 is the thing. All right, we're testing the low. Broke through a little. Still not quite at demand. And SPY nowhere close. BIB? Yeah, on daily demand. And this one from Friday still looks lower. New hourly breakdown on the GAN. It's the one that got to the front target and just had to hold it to the end of the day. It never got to target two. It just did though. All right, market looks like we're gonna get the one more drop. Now that down here in the 280, 282.50 area might make for a compelling long on something, holding up above hourlies and everything. Oh yeah, JPM back to strong. Well, it's definitely opposite day. Market fading down, but banks and airplanes are flying. Casinos too. Nvidia back to the hourly base. Apple almost on demand now. Some of you faded Apple, right? Nice trade. Yeah, you right. You gotta be on this one if long. Now I could join now. It just did 500 bucks to the penny. Look at that, to the penny. And now we're in a demand area. Can't even pull Facebook. Yeah, I think, I mean, Apple has the huge gap, but it's likely the best of the longs here, just because it's been the strongest thing. So 383 by oh, it's a $4 stop though. So it's gonna need high a day just yeah, VWAP's only gonna be 1R. Here it is. If you, Apple's a pretty good long here. I like it here. I'm not gonna do it myself, but I like Apple long over 383. Could do Baba over 74.58. Just getting back into the VWAP is the issue. HD, not terrible on a continuation. Facebook too. Yeah, Facebook just fought off the low pretty nicely. Well, this is the long. At least it's a long opportunity. First one I've seen of the day. I somehow like HD, but it's my desire for small entries. 83.35 by 82.60 could be done. Low, lower probability, but good risk reward. Anything else like that? Little continuation. I'm gonna do HD over 283.35 with a dollar, a little less than a dollar stop. If the market rallies, everything should go up. Okay, it almost triggered, but couldn't. It's got to get over 35. Oh, and the pre-market VWAP's right at 283.50. Darn. Just seeing that. Yeah, that's a problem. All right, never mind. Can't play right into a VWAP line. But it's gonna need new highs. Triggering right here. Apple looks good. It's right at the entry point. DE never really picked up on Friday, but still looking higher. Okay, I am getting in some HD, just an EC and any kind of stutter step I'd like to add to. I like it to 285, that prior high. I know it, low a day. Yeah, it looks like 10 on that. Yeah, NVIDIA at the VWAP too. This GRWG just won't follow through lower. I mean, it's been strong, but damaging gap here just keeps getting caught though. Facebook getting a lift. Looking good. HD over the VWAP now, so any entry's an add for me. Yeah, how long's it been since you said that, Sean? Financial strong. So Baba working higher. The Apple, hit the first area, but Facebook getting good lift. NVIDIA is still available. My HD going pretty good. Right, 15 minutes. They did look good on Thursday, I thought. All right, I'm just gonna wait now. I didn't get my additional entry on HD. The front entry worked pretty good. I just went so easy because it was right into the pre-market VWAP where it did sit there for a while. But like it, up into that 285 area. That's the target. CLX made a nice drop. GRWG, not going lower, but not going higher now either. In Roku. Oh, lower. Yeah, okay. It's in that daily base is my thing with Roku. Yeah, no, right. And under the 20 MA and room to drop. Yeah, it's got all that stuff. And the weekly's pretty good. So yeah, I can't argue. You sure about that market? I'm not sure about the market. I mean, it bounced a little. Well, SPY got a new high. Wow. And yeah, okay. Q's though stuck at the 5-minute VWAP. Did hit demand. I like the Nvidia 15-minute. Just big bottoming tails. Apple actually doing a sell setup now. Yeah, nice job, Barman. Yeah, got it right to that VWAP line. All right, I'm sticking with HD. Uh, to 385, and I don't have anything else that I like. And if this GRWG could get under 1418, it's gonna look pretty good lower again. Right now, it's either way. And HT, I'm going to move the stop to the break-even area soon. You know, in the VWAP area. But I think it's just going to sail right up to the target. Oh, Q's under 84.14. That won't help any longs. Yeah, you got this all set up. And Apple's already triggered. All right, I'm gonna walk off a few minutes and hopefully come back to HT at target and GRWC at 12. Be back in a little bit. Thanks everybody. Hey, it's Rob. I'm uh, I'm back. HD went right to the target. If you're still in, even better. The uh, the swing target would be 290 plus. I was just playing it for that back to high a day, and one of the nice things about that is it worked even though the market didn't. You don't see that too often, where the market falls, but the market play long actually worked. Clorox falling nice. And this TDCA is, well, I don't know. It's later in the cycle now. Had the 15-minute sell about 60 cents ago. But the GRWG is back on track. So got the new low, below 13. Still think this is good to the 20 MA, about $12. So I'm gonna try and be patient with this one. Has nothing to do with the market, I don't think, anyway. All right, so market today, I thought was a pretty clear fade. I just never got a good beat on an entry, but I wasn't hesitant to short. Just the thing I did first tripped me out. And then right here on the lows, right at minor support, I did try a long. And that's all I've done has been the short and at the open and then the long, which luckily worked because the market may not have. Apple was the great fade off the open. It's still fading too. It looked like it might hold right there, and it did get to the VWAP, first area where if you're long it, you might want to get some out, but it's not following through long. It's just in a free fall now. So Monday in August, not a lot to do, but found a few things. I think Sean had a couple of nice calls on the Qs and something else. These are days I just like to take a few things and then see how they work. And those airplanes are go win. Cisco? Yeah, Cisco's gonna finally fade back. It's been 2 weeks now down here. I could probably swing that. JPM too, re-triggering the swing long. All right. I don't have much to say here, and I'm not going to be aggressive here. We're now back down at demand again, but we're downtrending. I think we're going to bounce, but I don't know how bullish we are at this point. First 20 minutes, we stayed bullish, and then the breakdown bar couldn't recover and now lower in the Qs. And even despite of the breakdown bar, but it just broke through the low a day. So I'm gonna just keep this G thing, the GRWG, and yeah, no, that IWO broke down nice too. INO, I mean, that thing is going to town. One more look at Friday's stuff. DE's still higher. Too bad that couldn't go Friday, but it is now. All right. Got any questions? I'm happy to answer if you do, but I think I'm just gonna stay put here. All right. I'll check back, but I'm gonna kill my screen share, and I don't think I'm gonna do a play here. It would be a long if I did, but Cisco probably the best idea. Direct from RM. All right. Quiet Monday. I'll check in later. Thanks.